So, my bhai, there are 29,000 plus brokers in Dubai real estate and over 8,000 brokerages.
Wow.
Obviously, the industry is thriving, but what
Yes.
are your opinions on it?
It is a good market to be in currently, because if you see, it's very stable right now. And because it's a mature market, it's not like the 2008, 2009 situation where people didn't know what was happening in the market. Everyone's very well sure, and the bases are strong. Currently, the RERA has regulated it in such a way that we don't have to worry about the documentation, the processes, and it's very streamlined. So
Exactly.
I think we are in the right place right now. So take care.
I mean, obviously, there are about 500 billion worth of transactions have occurred in the past 9 months in 2025 only. About 160,000 transactions have occurred. So naturally, we are on the high risk. But when you calculate at a percentage or at an average, what do you think an agent, how many deals he closes in a year?
See, I think on an average, because the number of brokerage or the brokerages have been started is because agents have been successful. First and foremost, it's the agents who have been successful have started new companies.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that they've done well in the last 3 to 4 years. And it's a good thing that, people, it's more competitive now in the market. So they're reaching out to more different countries, different audiences all over the world. Nationalities are being targeted, which were never part of the Dubai purchase market.
Exactly.
So the new markets like Brazil, South America were never explored. But now if you see a lot of developers like, Shoba and the Mac are reaching out to such corners of the world. Even New Zealand, I've heard they've done shows, even in Japan. So Siberia they've done, right? Where it's in minus degrees.
Oh, wow.
So what I would say is this is always a good platform where it's a very competitive platform. It shouldn't be like run by few big companies. That doesn't help the growth, because people tend to slow down when they get really big.
Exactly.
So this is a very good market to be in. And because, like I said, the agents have been successful, right? They've started companies, and now they're coming a new perspective with new perspectives in the market. The younger generation have a better understanding of Gen Zs.
Exactly.
The new millennials, whatever they're doing is totally different from our generation, which is more on the basis of, the basics.
Exactly.
We were the proper realtors.
We go by the books.
Yes, we go by the books. We go on the field and do things differently. Now everything's on podcast. See, now you got me onto a podcast. So everything is digital. So I need to understand. And we are also adapting to that.
Exactly.
So there are lots to learn from the new guys.
Of course.
And it's good for the market. So from here, I would only say that Dubai market will go at least 10 folds higher. There is nothing going down from here because the platform is set. It's just now we have to take the boom.
Amazingly well.
Yes.
So I just wanted to also understand holistically, if we look at these transactions that have happened at an average, if you categorize an experienced agent and a non-experienced of newcomer to the industry. By newcomer, let's say a couple of years at max, how many transaction in a year a newcomer would be doing, and how many transaction in a year an experienced agent over 6-7 years of experience will be doing?
See, experience does make a difference. The only difference between a newcomer to old agent is the enthusiasm.
Of course.
The new guy is very excited.
Yes.
The big numbers are seen all over the place, and they see the experienced guys showing the luxury that they have to, flaunt or
Exactly. I mean,
show it
that's
forward.
what they incentivize these guys. Yeah.
And yes, the old agents have made the money. So asking for a new guy to come in, I would say every 2 months, if you can transact, is still a good deal. So that's around 6 to 8 transactions a year.
Okay.
Is a decent start for a new agent.
Yeah.
But the older ones, you can say it doesn't start with 1 or 2 transactions. It's multiple transactions per month.
Of course.
And they're very active. They go more on basis of not the volume, the price range or the commission range, but they work on volume.
And I think they have more client base, a stronger client base as well, which automatically transacts them some deals.
Definitely. Like I said, like from 2010 onwards, if the agent has been in the market for 10, 15 years, he already has shown the clients what kind of returns that you're seeing.
Of course.
Exorbitant. It's exponential returns, right?
Exactly.
So like we said, this is more like Bitcoin in real assets.
Exactly.
So if real estate is going in, folds of 1x to 2x to 3x, I would give you the example of the properties that we have bought itself. Forget from 2008 2008 or 2009, from just 2020, whatever we purchased has at least doubled or tripled the amount of value. So we are all become those accidental millionaires, the so-called 86,000 millionaires that have been in Dubai. I think most of them have been in Dubai itself.
And most of them are real estate brokers also.
Exactly. So the accidental millionaires mostly are real estate millionaires. And I used to read this book from Robert Kiyosaki also, that most of the biggest billionaires are from your real estate background.
Of course,
that's the best and the safest way that your base is set. From there onwards, you take chances of other industries or other streams of earnings. But real estate will always be the main.
And let's say if a new person wants to come to real estate and explore, like we've discussed about, we have expanded our horizons to new markets, Oslo, Japan, all are different areas in the world. So obviously these guys are motivated, and Dubai, it's branded itself so nicely everywhere that they want to adapt this quality of life and the standard of living. So what do you want to suggest them if a person wants to come to Dubai and they want to join real estate itself?
See, if somebody wants to come to Dubai, the thing is, the platform is set in such a way that you have reach to all over the world, like we said, right? So you get not only your country or nationality clients that you want to meet with, but you interact with different. You meet with the Arabs, you meet with the Europeans, you meet with the Africans. So you have the Desi Indian subcontinent that we work towards. So you get a global exposure. So you're not that small fish in a pond, you're into the ocean.
Exactly.
So either here you want to survive, you need to scale up and get your act in place, or else you're going to get eaten by the big fish. So for a new agent, he has to buck up and run. So Dubai is a very competitive, very aggressive market, and you have to be the skin in the game as 24/7 for you.
Exactly.
So that's what I would say, that it's always a good platform for a guy to come from a small town or a small country to come here and reach the heights that he can, because there is no ceiling.
Of course.
There is no ceiling in Dubai real estate. Today you might make 50,000 to 100,000. The next year you might be making a few million. Maybe there are a few brokers who are a billionaire category also right now. But in the future, I think a lot more would be in that bracket.
So let's say at an average, if a new person comes in who has just a bit of sales experience and not particularly Dubai real estate experience, how much time do you think he takes to transact his first deals or to stabilize in long run?
So in my understanding of being there for more than 10 years, I've had a lot of agents who come and gone, some of them being really successful. But the best ones that I've seen have taken a little longer to succeed. So if they've joined today, it would have taken them 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Those are the guys who've gone through the struggle early. They have not seen instant success. So they are not the ones who are going to stop working hard. So their steps to success is very, very important, because they do the hard work, they do the number crunching, they learn the product, they learn the basics, and then they start succeeding. If you get instant success, I think you take it for granted and you don't put in the effort. And 6 to 8 months time, when the well dries out, you want to exit and find some other place where you get a job in terms of salary and thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's say if we put this formula onto the scale of Homes for Life itself, it's been 18 years the company has been thriving in this industry, highly competitive industry, I would say. Like, what could have been a success formula for Homes for Life, where how we have grown exponentially over the years?
See, I've worked in a lot of companies, but what Homes for Life, or where it stands out different, is the directors or the senior staff in the company have worked their, from the basis they come up, from the ground, bottom level, they've grown up with the company, with the industry. And so these guys are the stalwarts of the industry. So if you want to understand Dubai real estate, nothing like the directors of a company, be it Mr. Jay, Paresh, and Mr. Nitin, you can just sit with them and, just brainstorm with them, and you'll know how Dubai grew or how the real estate industry grew. Because as a new agent, if you tell me what was the Dubai prices 20 years back, no one hardly has idea, and you don't have information about
that. The data is not there.
Now, can somebody tell me what was the last launch price of Palm Jebel Ali? No one knows, right?
Exactly.
That was, the previous launch was a different price. Right now it's a different price.
Exactly.
So I can sit with Mr. Nitin and he'll tell me what exactly the price is. He might have on his phone or on his
even
system.
The sizes and all.
Tell you what exactly was the price launch. So we are getting the story of Dubai that you would not get anywhere else.
Exactly.
Right? And I can give you a lot of theoretical knowledge. A lot of developers can come you brief on a lot of products, but you will not get the essence of, every developer's growth also.
Perfect.
Right? How did they start? Where did they start? What were they doing? This is what is very essential when you're sitting with a client. Client also needs to know that you know the story of Dubai. You want to sell a property, you need to sell yourself first, the company that you're working for, and then Dubai real estate itself. Right? So this helps us, and it helped me a lot.
Of course.
I'm not sure about how others take it, but I was a guy who was very interested in knowing that how these guys have grown.
Yeah.
If my director's grown and he's been successful, I wanted to take those footsteps to reach.
Yeah.
So somebody who's been successful, it's easier for you to grasp rather than just going into the current digital world. I need leads, and leads only going to be successful. No,
Yeah.
because there are multiple ways to grow.
Of course, this subliminal knowledge that comes through obviously eventually helps you to build up a proper, stronger interpersonal communication skills to add up. I mean, apart from this knowledge, do you think the infrastructure also helps an agent to grow, or?
Yes. So the environment is very important, right? You should have a positive, happy environment for an agent to go, because there are a lot of reasons to fail and be depressed. And I think a lot of agents who miss deals are depressed for quite some time.
Of course.
So the surrounding and the environment makes a lot of difference. That, you have a very cheery, team manager to boost you, the support staff to it, the marketing team that you run, they're always there to support, right? So somebody's low, somebody needs to uplift them.
Of course.
If you let them go, then they're gone, right?
Yeah.
So that support system is very good in Homes for Life. It's 18 years and it's grown organically, right? The people who have stayed in the company for 18, 20 years are not fools to be there for so long, right?
Yes.
Everyone knows their vision, everyone knows their path, everyone knows here to make money. And a lot of them have made money.
Exactly.
So, end of the day, many have made money that they don't want to leave, right?
Exactly.
So, you would ask so many of them, like, why we have not started our own firms. I don't see the necessity of starting a firm for myself, because I get all that I want in a firm which is running. It's given to me on a platter, and it makes my life easy. Right?
So definitely the experience, knowledge, infrastructure. Now let's look at one of the other aspects, that a lot of agents who come across 90% of the deal by getting the EOIs and all, but they struggle to get the units. How do you think Homes for Life has an edge over this aspect when it comes to tier 1 developers, or all developers for that matter?
So first thing first is the consistency that Homes for Life has had. In the last 17 to 18 years, we have been top 10 in most of the top developers, be it MR, be it Damak, be it Dubai Properties, be it Shoba. So we have been there all the time. So consistency. So when there is consistency, the tops of all the developers also understand that these are the key players who are driving their business too, right? So that is where they want to differentiate us between the smaller or the bigger developer, bigger agents, in a way that how do you facilitate them or make them feel better or feel important that they continue doing the good work they're doing. That's where we get the advantage of inventory, right? So being the top 10, 20, we always have advantage that we give our investors the first choice, right? That's the reason when an agent joins us, he has more probability of closing, because in the launch, you usually don't get units. Dubai launches how they are, right?
Of course.
30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, they're already sold. Even sold before the launch.
Fastest finger first, sometimes it's all connections.
Yes. So like you understand, we don't get units even if you have a client. That's the thing. There's more you can say clients than supply of the product,
of course,
right? So that's where Homes for Life stands out and helps you out in getting your transactions through. And we as managers or directors of the company, we are there on the ground with the agents. We're not letting them fall off. If there is a discrepancy, they are stuck somewhere, we will more than willingly go there and help them out. Okay, be it in developer offices, at the sites or launches, wherever it is. So that support you would not get in most companies.
Exactly. I think that is the success mantra.
Success, yes.
So let's say if someone wants to join your team or Homes for Life, how do we go about it? What is the step-by-step procedure?
Just come to the office, meet us, and I'm just looking for people with enthusiasm, the drive to work, and I think eagerness to make money. And if you have integrity, then this is the place to be, because your money is your money. We are not going to touch yours. So that's the first thing that you need to look in real estate market, is that most of the time when you do transactions, a lot of them offer 100% commission back.
That's
something extra from the pocket. And when there are things which are too good to be true, are too good to be true. So make sure you come to Homes for Life. You have the opportunity to make 60-70% bare minimum, at least a transaction a month. That's where you feel we make the difference for the new agents. So Homes for Life office is always open. You can walk in anytime and meet us.
Perfect. Thank you very much, my bhai, for these insightful details. It was very helpful.
Thank you.
Looking forward to discuss with you more aspects. Thank you, my bhai, for these such insightful comments and details about the industry. Naturally, it was quite enlightening for us. And for those who are looking to join real estate, to join one of the leading brokerage in Dubai, Homes for Life Real Estate, whether for a sales manager position or whether looking for a real estate broker to be mentored by the industry legends like these, definitely our doors are completely open. You can come meet us directly and discuss your perspective, and we'll give you you a proper growth plan where you have unlimited earning potential and perfect infrastructure, and obviously, the most importantly, a handsome rewards from the company every year.